Hey family, God bless you. So I wanted to weigh in on the conversation on the whole Kanye West thing that's going on right now, or has been going on, with his so-called transition back into Christianity and serving the Lord. But I first want to say that out of anybody, I used to be a fan of his before he went extremely satanic in his music. In his early music, I was a fan of his beats. I used to be a beat maker, hip hop music, rap music. I used to make beats and stuff like that for local artists. Before I let that go because I didn't want to use any gift, any talent that God gave me um, to aid anything that wasn't glorifying God. Um, so just in general, I used to be a fan of his. So I was hopeful that what he has been presenting is actually truth and is actually a move of God. And I prayed on it and asked the Lord to show me, was this really something that the Spirit was in and that He was in? And I had a dream, I believe was 100% from the Lord, giving me an answer on this. So you guys can take this to the Lord, test the spirits in this. But in this dream, I was on my way home. I was being driven home by one of my friends, and it was nighttime. It was dark outside at the time. We were in the car, and I could see to my right. I was in the passenger seat, and to my right, I could see houses, like a row of houses, and there were Christmas lights on the houses, but I could see, and then I remember I could hear like a Kanye West song was playing. I don't know what song it was. It was like a song I never heard before, but I knew it was Kanye West because I could hear him rapping. And as he was rapping, I began to notice that the lights, the Christmas lights that were on the tree, on the houses, I began to see strange symbols and shapes made out of the Christmas lights, and they were like Illuminati symbolism and stuff like that. Like I could see there was like an upside down triangle on one of the houses, and somehow the lights formed like flames. It was like a flaming upside down triangle, and like all these weird shapes and stuff. And then I don't remember exactly what the song was saying, what the whole song was about, but I remember one specific verse or lyric, and he said something about being snakes and snakes in the night, or snakes of the night, or something like that. And I remember thinking, this is very demonic for it to be gospel music. And then the dream continued on from there. But that was like a clear sign for me that what I was getting, I remember one of the things I had thought about in the dream was that this movement that he's in or creating, what's really behind it, that he's gathering, that these people are being gathered into this movement, but it's there. What's really behind it is hidden right now. The whole wolf in sheep's clothing, and like there's a pull, there's a push, but people aren't really seeing what's really behind this movement. And I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of pushback and you know whatever about this. And like personally, I don't have anything against him. Like I was rooting for him. I was hoping that he was back, following Christ truly. But I can't deny this dream. I can't deny, because if any of you know, the Lord speaks to me through dreams. He gives me answers through dreams. He shows me what's in the spirit, what's going on, what's really. He opens my eyes to what's behind people and what's really motivating them. He reveals those things in dreams and visions for me. So for me to see that and to hear that, to see those symbols, the flaming upside down triangle, hearing him talk about being a snake in the night, and all that type of stuff, the thought of this being demonic music, like, to me, that's clear sign what's really behind this. So, I just pray for the dude, because I've had plenty of other dreams before this movement even started, like way before this movement started. Like once I had this dream where I was like a guardian or a guard or something like that for his family, and I remember telling him something like he wasn't protecting his family, or he wasn't doing something for his family, and I was sent there to protect his family or something like that. So I just pray for him. I hope he actually really does get his eyes open in this whole movement, whatever's going on behind it. I pray the Lord will release him from demons that are really binding him in this music industry, and all the things that he's really following after, because obviously it's not God, it's not the true light, it's not the real light, it's not the real one and only living God, Yahweh, Jesus Christ. It's a fake one, because I don't know, that's just what it is. But I just had to share that because the Lord has been pushing me to share it. I had this dream like a week or two ago, and I wasn't going to speak on it, but the Lord kept pushing me to speak on it, and I've been seeing others have been having the same thing. So he was telling me it's time to share this while the iron is hot. So take this to the Lord. I love you guys. God bless you, and I'll talk with you soon.